That fight that I had with my ex, where he held me down, he was whipping me. In between making me say things. He was not punching me, he was whipping me. Just, you know? And he had this look on his face. He was grinning. Following the hurricane, there was another incident where we were staying with his sister, and she was fucking sound asleep, and I don't even remember what started this argument, but he tried to make me lick Mountain Dew off the floor. No. He... Huh. No, it was a different Pantera shirt. He grabbed me by my shirt, his shirt, my shirt now, and tried to shove me down on the ground to make me lick this fucking Mountain Dew up. And he kept calling me dog in German. I know that because, in case I didn't know that, he wanted me to know. Do you know what word I'm saying? It's German for dog. Now get down on all fours like the dog that you are and get to licking. If you don't, I'm gonna stick my hands inside a certain place and rip it open. But he had that same look on his face. Okay, so I pretended like I was gonna do it. And this had to have been before the sewing needle that I kicked. It had to have been. Or else fear was just making me fucking fly, because I faked his ass out and I was up these steep ass stairs to the second floor, and I busted in his sister's bedroom, woke her up out of a dead sleep, and I was like, you need to call your dad. Like, I felt like I knew he wouldn't fuck me up in front of her, you know? But I will admit, for a split second, he almost, like, he was like a vampire in sunlight. Like, he stopped at the door, but he started, and I was like, oh, please, like, burn him, sunlight. Like, for a second, I was like, he doesn't give a fuck. He's about to come in here after me. But he stayed back, and she got her dad on the phone, and I told his dad what he said. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. He had the same look on his face, right? I'm getting sidetracked. I don't remember why. He wasn't well. That's not normal. I don't care how difficult I am, because my grandmother used to say, I'm so difficult that she understands why he hurt me. Oh, no. That's so fucked up. Ugh. I've lost why I don't remember. The look on his face, something about the look on his face. Whatever. So I would go and I would end up staying above the flooded garage. And he wasn't right, you know? And whenever he would bring me supplies, he wouldn't leave unless he just wouldn't leave. He wouldn't leave. But he brought me supplies. I would call my mother, and she lived really close. She wouldn't help me, you know? Like he wasn't right, but he still, sometimes I feel like he was like fighting his own inner demons, right? He was like fighting through them long enough to where sometimes he would still do the right thing. He would bring us supplies, and it was me and the cats, and there was no fucking body else. Nobody. But that experience above the flooded garage, even when he was there, it was lonely because I had to watch what I would say. At that point, I was still really mouthy in email and really mouthy in text, but I was mindful of my mouth when he was around, right? I had Bad Kitty. I had a cat that was always trying to escape. I was wearing these two air casts on both my legs. I was peeing in cups, which actually, I'm just saying, you know, like it was a long, long walk to the master bedroom, bathroom. It was dark days, right? And at first being here, when I didn't have a vehicle, it reminded me so much of that time, you know? So when my dad wouldn't come get me, people don't understand. And fuck them, because I've told them. And I get that some things you just don't get unless you experience them. But if you love me, and I'm telling you, dark days, man. I'm in a bad situation, and you don't help me after saying it. Fuck you. Fuck them. Just fuck them, right? I know my family loves me, as in my mom and my dad. I'm sure my brother does, you know? But two of those people are really clouded by a dependency that their love for me, our relationship doesn't compete. And I tried unconventional ways to connect with them. It did not work, right? I would still randomly try to call my ex. The year prior, when I was living with my grandmother, I was helping him. We had made a deal to help each other escape our toxic families. And it's really hard to accept. It doesn't make sense how hard it is to accept somebody that uses you a lot. Okay, so if they use you a lot, why are you struggling to understand that that's what, like, they're not going to help you? Stop calling them. But suddenly they're going to snap out of it and they're going to be sorry. But no. it was one of those times where it felt like I didn't have a better, I was just ready to kill myself. I didn't think I could handle having another cat die without somebody to give me a hug. I've got that down now. I've got that down just fine. They're worth it. That pain you feel when your animal friend dies, that just tears you apart because they're so innocent, that's worth it. And it's some of the worst fucking pain, but it's worth it, right? I got that down. That's fine. But at the time, it was kind of fresh. I had just lost a cat, and you know, I had just confronted my grandmother and my mom and my brother. At the last minute, decided not to say anything. Initially, we were all supposed to kind of. So I wrote my grandmother and my aunt Jennifer, and tried one more time to get them to let me have access to something I was supposed to have access to a long time ago, so I could get help for myself and get out of here and get a car. Just pay someone to sell my house.